having simple faith. Having simple faith is when things go wrong in your life, when you lose your job, when a loved one passes away, when a loved one gets sick, when your life just becomes upside down. And having simple faith is trusting God in all those situations. Let's open Matthew 18 verse 3. God says, "Assuredly I say to you, unless you are converted and become as little children, you will by no means enter the kingdom of heaven." God be scaring me sometimes. "Therefore, whoever humbles himself as this little child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Whoever receives one little child like this in my name receives me." So someone made an analogy about how when you're a child, let's say you're 8 and dad decides, let's move to a different state or country or province, and you're 8, you don't care, you're going, you're gonna have fun, you this is awesome to you. You're moving, you're going to a different place, you trust your dad, you trust your mom. As a child, you're not thinking about is my school uniform ironed, is my lunch backpack packed. You're not thinking about that as a child. You're not worried about anything because you trust your mom and dad will provide, right? And so this is how Jesus says you have to transform yourself to be childlike. See how children, they don't worry about the next day, they don't worry about getting things provided to them. And so us too, why do we stress about the next day? Isn't our Father in heaven taking care of it? Let's open Luke 17 verse 6. The apostles said to the Lord, "Increase our faith." So the Lord said, "If you have faith as a mustard seed, you can say to this mulberry tree, be pulled up by the roots and be planted in the sea, and it will obey you." So, speaking about planting seeds, if you went to primary school with me in St. Francis Primary back in the day, you know that in St. Francis Primary School, next to us was a cathedral church, and the only thing separating us from the church was a wire fence. And the cathedral church planted mulberry trees on the fence. And when it came season for mulberries to be ripe, all the students in St. Francis Primary School were on that fence, climbing the fence, breaking the fence, trying to grab those mulberries. And I was one of those children. And we'd always get in trouble with the teachers, with the pastors from the church. But damn, those mulberries were one of the best mulberries probably we've ever had as students who went to St. Francis Primary School. So yeah, back to the point of having faith as small as a mustard seed. It just says, like, have faith in God, trust God when everything is going wrong. You just a little bit of faith can do so much for you. God can work, because if you think about it this way, if the child says, "Dad, I don't want to move," then the child is going to stay back there and the parents are going to move. And what is a child without its parents? The child dies. So now think about yourself when you disagree with God's path, when you disagree with how everything is going on in your life and you don't obey and submit. What's going to happen when your parent leaves you? Our Father. Well, he's not going to leave you. I mean, he's not going to leave us. But you get what I'm trying to say, right? You may not see the whole path when everything is breaking down, everything is just like turned upside down. You may not see the path, but all you need to do is trust in God, one day at a time. Don't stress about the next day, one day at a time. God got you through the first day. God got you through today. He woke you up today. He made you go to work. He made you go to school. He made you do all those things. He gave you the strength even when you thought you couldn't, but you did. Don't worry about the next day. Take it one day at a time. Let's open Matthew 6 verse 34. Matthew's got bangers, bro. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about its own things. Sufficient for the day is its own troubles. Take it one day at a time. You don't need to know the whole path. Just trust that God woke you up today, got you through the day today. Tomorrow, He will again. To end it off, let's open Proverbs 3 verse 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your hearts, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths. And with that, goodbye.